When the Oscar nominations were announced last month, some people noticed something was off about the list of nominees. They were all white. It's not like there weren't any award-worthy performances by actors of color, but they were all snubbed by the Academy. So what's going on? We'll take a look at how the Academy selects nominees. They're chosen by the 6,028 voting members of the Academy, and that voting pool is majority white and majority male. So when you set up a system where only very few white guys do all the voting, well, you end up with Oscars so white. This problem isn't unique just to the Academy. Think about who wins our elections. Although people of color compose about 37% of America's population, 90% of elected officials are white. White men in particular make up only 31% of the population, but 65% are elected to office. So why is that? Well, there's this thing called a wealth primary. And long before a single vote is ever cast, someone who's thinking about running for office needs to decide if they can pay for their campaign themselves or secure the support of enough wealthy donors to back their campaign. And guess what wealthy donors look like? In 2014, 99% of the money from the top 500 donors came from white people. And they tended to support candidates that look like them and policies that benefit them. So how do we fix this? Well, in both cases, the Oscars and our elections, the solution is to let more voices be heard. The Academy recently invited 322 new members, many of them women and people of color, to join its ranks. They need to open the door to many more so the voting population of the Academy begins to reflect the movie-going public and the diversity of the film industry. Similarly, if we keep letting wealthy donors pick candidates and set the agenda, we'll keep getting a government that doesn't reflect America, and that's out of balance with the needs of everyday people. If candidates could run for office without relying on the support of a handful of rich white guys, and instead get small donations from the regular people they're hoping to represent, then some of the barriers to elected office would be removed for candidates of color. We'd end up with a system where candidates and our elected officials would start to resemble the country as a whole, and not a gov so white.